Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Get This Bread. Today we're going to be making pretzel bread. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow and you get to see all my content when I post it. So without any further ado, we're gonna get straight to the ingredient check. Right now we are doing the ingredient check. The first thing that we need is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I have 2 tablespoons right here. We need 1 packet of yeast. So I have my yeast packet right there. The next thing we need is 2 tablespoons of salt. So I have the salt right here. We need approximately 3 cups of flour. So I have this flour and this flour right here that we're gonna use up. And then we need 2 tablespoons, of butter. So I already cut it. You can see 2 teaspoons, a tablespoon. I keep saying teaspoon, tablespoon. And then we need baking soda, an egg for later, and a cup of milk. So I have all that right here. We're also going to need quite a bit of water, but that's not going to be used for making the dough. It's actually going to be used for a boiling solution so that we can make our pretzel bread actually look like a pretzel. So we are going to go straight into the cooking. All right, everybody. So our first step is to get our cup of milk and our 2 tablespoons of butter to a warm temperature, around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This will make sure that at this temperature, the butter will not completely melt. So in the back right there, I got the milk and butter solution going on over there. And then from there, we're gonna add that into the large mixing bowl with the yeast, the salt, 2 cups of flour, and the brown sugar. So after that is done heating up, I'll add everything that I need to into the large mixing bowl, and I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, everyone, this is the dough that I have here. It is the flour, yeast, brown sugar, salt, and milk and butter mixture. So this is what the dough is. So now I'm going to be standing up and kneading the dough for at least, it says that I should knead the recipe says I should knead the dough on a floured surface until smooth and elastic. So we're just gonna kind of knead the dough until it gets smooth and elastic. So that might be a minute. So I'm just gonna stand up for this, get the shakes out, and we are going to knead the dough. I was looking in the comments of one of my last videos, and someone said that I should make a pretzel bread, not banana bread, pretzel bread. So I decided, why not make a pretzel bread? I used to make lunches in middle school in 8th grade, and I would use pretzel bread on my sandwiches that I would get from Costco. So I was like, ooh, bring me back to the good times in middle school where everything was super easy. School was easy. Now that I'm in high school, school sucks. So bring me back to the times where I actually enjoyed schooling. Starting to get there. After this, we're gonna place it in a grease bowl and let it double in size. That'll approximately take an hour. So I'm just gonna keep going here. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Today is daylight savings time. So hopefully, you got enough sleep. It's gonna be dark in the morning now, and the sun's gonna set later, which I think is cool. Honestly, this looks about completed. It is nice and soft. It is smooth. It is not gooey. I guess it's pretty elastic in texture. So, you know, we got to give it a signature solid slap. Who's your daddy? All right, so there is the solid dough here. So now I'm just gonna get a greased bowl and I'm going to let this double in size, and we'll be back when I'm done with that. All right, everyone, I let the dough rise for 2 hours. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat the oven right here to 400 degrees, and we're gonna get started on, our boiling solution. So in our boiling solution behind me, I have 3 quarts of water. A quart of water is 4 cups of water. So I have 12 cups of water, and I have 3/4 cup of baking soda. Now I need to combine that and then bring it to a boil, and then I'm gonna cut my dough in half, boil them, and then I'm gonna bake. So that's what we're gonna do right now, and I will get back to you once we're done with that. All right, guys, I got the boiling solution going behind me, and I got my oven started to preheat to 400 degrees. So now what we have to do is I have to take the dough out of the bowl. Nice. So now that the dough is out of the bowl, I have to split it in half and then roll each loaf into a tight ball and boil it for 2 minutes once the boiling solution actually starts to boil. So right now, I'm gonna grab a knife and I'm going to, start dividing it and shape it the way I like it. So let's go grab a knife. All right, this one right here should be good enough. All right, so I've cut the dough in half, as you can see, and it's a very dense bread kind of dough. But now we're just gonna roll it up into a nice little ball. So you can see what I'm trying to do here is just roll it up into, it says, a tight ball. So that's what I'm doing right here. It looks like this one for the most part is done. Let's get on to this one. I'm just kind of folding in the dry bit into the center of the bread so that we can get a nice smooth outside to the bread. And it doesn't say right now to score it or to cut into it, so we're just gonna leave it like this. And I have my 2 bread dough balls. This one actually has a cool design in it, so let's see if we can get some done there. So I'm gonna put those in the boiling solution for 2 minutes, and then we'll get right back to you. Okay, guys, so I started putting the bread into the boiling solution here, which is just the baking soda and the water. And then after a minute, I'm going to flip each one, and then we're gonna bake it in the oven for 10 minutes at 400, and then for another 10 minutes at 350. So yeah, starting to look good. So I just put the egg yolk, the egg wash, on top of the 2 loaves that just came out of the boiling solution. And I also cut crosses on the top so that they air out in the oven and do not implode. So I'll put those in the oven right now for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to lower the temperature down to 350, and then place it for another 10 to 12 minutes until they are evenly browned. So let's see how these come out.